What's up, Hot Wheelios? Who's ready to open up another 100% car? This here is the Big Mutha. And man, is it a big mother. Look at this thing. This thing is probably one of the most unique castings I have ever laid eyes on. It is an enormous vehicle. It is super long, super fat, and it looks like the queen bee of the hot rod family, does it not? I really have not seen this casting in any other shape or form in the main line or in any of the other editions. So if you have, I would love to know, and I can always Google these things, but I'd rather have a conversation. But anyway, if you've seen this in other forms, other colors, other dimensions, I would love to know. But this is the Big Mutha, and just to give you an idea of how big this thing is, here is the last 100% car that we opened, the Chevy Nomad, which is in the last video. Just pan up here so you can see. But look at this. I mean, it's probably a good inch and a half longer, something like that. Crazy. I mean, this is no small car right here. But the Big Mutha far surpasses it. So it's huge. And this is the car we're going to do tomorrow, the Killer Bee, and it's tiny compared to this. Look at that. Tiny. Look at all the space on either side of the little Killer Bee. We're going to do that one tomorrow. But today, Big Mutha gets all the attention, and she deserves it. Look at it. Okay, so here's the deal with the 100% cars. I've talked about this before, but we're going to mention it again. I really like the Hot Wheels 100% cars, and I'm saying 100% because 100% series. Limited edition for the adult collector. Comes in an acrylic display case. The Chevy Nomad one was pretty dirty, so I just sort of set that aside. I'll let you read the back here if you're interested. You can pause that and read it. Here's the Big Mutha. We created this cool custom land yacht, it says. Boy, yeah, it's a land yacht. Images of a sunset cruise along the coast highway to sounds of a surf guitar. So, yeah, this is the sort of just the collector number 9, 2002 is when this came out. But here's the thing. I love these cars because they're collector cars. You can see the window on the other side there because they might, assume that you might keep this in the case. But here's the problem. Well, wait, I didn't finish the good stuff. The good stuff is these cars are pretty inexpensive. I mean, I don't think they cost much more than they did when they were on the peg. So you can find these, eBay, Amazon, everywhere online for a decent price. And they're excellent cars. They're metal on metal. They have real rider tires, and they're usually very, interesting custom paint jobs and castings and really cool stuff. So sometimes I think, you're going to pay 20 or 30 bucks for a super treasure hunt that's out there right now. Or you could pay, a fourth of that or at least half of that and get just as good a car, if not better, a lot more unique. So that's the good thing about the 100% series, at least right now from my perspective. The bad thing is that it comes in this enormous package. Look at this thing. It's huge. I mean, this car is huge. But still, a package swallows it up, and really, for me, holds back the car visually, because it's got this, it's got the peg card back here, and then this big hunky box that this thing sits in. Now, 100% vehicles later got a little better about packaging, became a little more streamlined, a little less wasteful, so that's a good thing. But I kind of open these just because I don't like all this packaging. There's no reason to keep it in here. I don't think it's really going to add to the value. I could be wrong. 10, 20 years from now, these could be worth a lot of money in their original package. So I might live to regret this day. But look at this car. It's trapped in here, and we've got to get it out. So we're going to do it. This is sealed, as you can just tell. I just want to double check we're doing this legit here. Sealed on both edges. Not returnable if open. We ain't returning this Big Mutha. So I'm going to go ahead and open her up, and we're going to take a closer look at her because she is so big. And of course this is not cooperating with me right now, right when I desperately need it to. So we are going to go with the gorilla method. Alright. Gorilla method has been initiated. Alright, there we go. And this time it's not glued. The last one was glued right here. So, interesting. Oh well. It's open now. Too late now. Now see, look at this. Look at all this extra packaging. We've talked about this before, but I just have to harp on it again because you just don't need all this stuff. And it's nasty cardboard. It's not like it's necessary or even design necessary. So we want to get this separated here. And we would like to try to do this in a reasonable time so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me open this thing for 20 minutes. Oh, here, look, it's just going to pop out. Look at that. See, you don't even, look at that. Yuck. Okay. Look at this. Here she is. Let's get all this other stuff out of here. Look at that. That is pretty awesome. She's huge. This almost looks like a... a 1/43rd, a huge casting. This almost does not look like a 1/64th, but just to dispel you, it is. The Big Mother is a 1/64. So this is probably as big as a 1/64 will ever get, and we just opened one. This is amazing. Look at this thing. So let's pop this open. We'll take the top cover off. And then it has a little brace here on the front, and it is released from its prison. And we can now look at her up close. Look at that beautiful yellow hood. And we've got the fading into sort of a pinkish orange flame that then contrasts with the white there. And that paint scheme continues all the way down to the back. This has got kind of a flat but sparkly white. Nice little double window here, but this is a very sweet looking car, and I'm sorry if the lighting is not cooperating, but you know what we're going to do, because these 100% cars, look at that, whoop, they are screwed in. So I'm going to take just a moment, take a little pause here, and I'm going to unscrew the bottom, and then we'll take an even closer look at this Big Mother. Okay, be right back. Alright, we're back, and we have successfully removed the screws, and now Big Mother is loose from her base. We'll take that out of the way. This one was in better shape than the Chevy Nomad. So now we get to take a look very closely at this beautiful Big Mother car. Now I'm not sure what model this is off. It sort of looks like a Fleetwood type car, maybe a Lincoln, I'm not really sure, but again, look at this wonderful yellow fading into the pinkish orange red flames, goes back into this white here in the back. Here is the tail of it, which looks like a huge space yacht of some kind with a nice chrome bumper there. But it's kind of a flat, even though it's got sparkle to it, it's kind of a flat or satin white paint that's back here on the back. I don't know if you can tell that or not. I'm going to try to get my big fingers out of the way. But the profile of this car is just huge, mean curves. Look at those. I don't know how you'd see out of this car if you were really driving it, but it's pretty awesome. So let's look at the bottom so we can check out the tires and everything. Oh, those tires are pretty thin for this car. That's pretty thin tires for this Big Mother. I'm not sure if those are adequate for this car. We might have to appeal to get something better going there for her. But the base is actually plastic. Some of them are metal, but I guess this one is plastic. I think the Chevy Nomad was metal. Yes, it's metal here. So these vary depending on the car, I guess. But pretty good detail here on the bottom. I mean, it's plastic, so what are you going to ask for? But here's the bottom, just so you can kind of see the detail. It does say Big Mother right down in here. Does not really indicate what model it's based off of, but I'm sure I can find out on Google. Or if you're nice enough to want to tell me, you sure can. It says 2001 Mattel up there on the top, and it's made in China. No big surprise there. But these wheels are a little thin for Big Mother. I think she could use some fatter tires, at least in the back, don't you think? What do you think, guys? Alright, and then the other cool thing about these 100% cars is that they usually have a moving part, and as you can tell, Big Mother has a opening hood, and there she goes. Now the front of the car kind of jacks up when you do that, which doesn't bother me too much. It's just sort of a cool feature here. And I'm going to move in a little closer just so you can get a better view of this engine inside. And I don't know my engine terminology, so I'm not sure what this is modeled off of, but I'll just give you a look there on the inside. You can sort of see the detail there. A little bit of a dirtiness in here where I guess some paint and dust is collected, but that's to be expected for a car that came out, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. But very interesting model, don't you think? The Big Mother. And this thing comes in the 100% series, I think the original 100% series, which is, I think, around 2006. Let me just look to make sure here. No, this is copyright 2000. My goodness. So this is a lot older. 2002 says on the number, on the collector number. So 2002 was this particular car, and I guess 2000 was the copyright on the series. I don't know for sure, but if you do, please put it in the comments. Anyway, this 100% cars are ones that we're going to unbox individually. We did the Chevy Nomad last time. The next time we're going to do the Killer Bee. But this one, I've never seen the Big Mother before in any other shape or form, and it is pretty awesome. Look at this thing. So, you know, I could sit here and show you this all night, or you can just rewind and play it again if you like. But we are looking at the Big Mother right here, and she is pretty spectacular. So if you have any questions or comments, put them below. Thanks for hanging out and checking out the Big Mother with me. We'll be back again with another video very soon. So take it easy, Hot Wheelers, and thanks for watching.